Hi there, my name's Sadia and welcome to Recipes for Littlies. Today I'll be showing you how to make my mini zucchini muffins. These make a great snack because they're filled with lots of protein and vegetables, so it will keep you and your little ones fuller for longer. This recipe will make 48 mini muffins, so it's perfect to take along to family or friends' places or pop them in the freezer so you've got a ready-to-go snack when you're in the mood. So this is how you make it. You will need 6 extra large eggs, 1 cup of self-raising flour, 200 grams of tasty cheese, 3 zucchinis, 2 carrots, 1 medium onion, a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper and 1/2 teaspoon of salt and an additional 1/4 teaspoon of salt, as well as some cooking spray. In terms of equipment, you will need 2 mini muffin trays, as well as a kitchen towel or tea towel and a large mixing bowl. You will also need a mini cookie scoop or a tablespoon, a whisk, a wooden spoon, a knife and a chopping board, and finally you will need a food processor with the grater attachment, or a box grater will do as well. To make this recipe, you'll need to grate your vegetables and your cheese if you haven't bought grated cheese. I like to use a food processor because it makes the process a lot quicker, but of course you can use a box grater if that's what you've got on hand. I like to start off by grating the cheese using the smallest grater attachment. That's the cheese done, so I'm just going to pop that into a bowl. Next I move on to grating the 2 carrots. I love how quick this happens. Into a bowl. Okay, so now we're going to grate the zucchini. And I'm going to pop the onions in the same bowl. Because the zucchini and the onions hold a lot of liquid, I like to strain this out onto a kitchen towel or a tea towel and try to squeeze out as much of the liquid. I'm just going to add in a little bit of that salt, at about a 1/4 teaspoon there. Quick little mix, and I'm just going to let that just hang for a bit while we get on to the rest of the recipe. I'm just going to preheat the oven at 160 degrees Celsius, fan forced. And in the oven I've got 2 racks, so I can pop the 2 trays in at the same time. We've got our mixing bowl, so now it's time to crack the eggs into the bowl. I'm using the extra large eggs here. Oops. Try not to get shells into your mixture, but if you do, like I just did, just use the eggshell to scoop out the eggs. It makes it a lot easier. To that, I'm going to add in the 1 cup of self-raising flour. Just pop all of that in. The eggs and the flour together. I find it's easier to do this rather than adding in all the ingredients at once. The eggs and the flour are nicely combined now. So I'm now going to just try to squeeze out as much liquid as possible from the zucchini. As you can see, it pretty much looks like it's raining. There's a lot of liquid. And if you skip this step, you're going to get, almost a soggy muffin, which we're trying to avoid. Open up our mound of zucchini. Just pop that in. Add in your carrots and your cheese, and it should look like this. And then just grab your wooden spoon and give it a mix. keep giving that a good mix. Okay, so that looks good. I'm just going to spray the trays with some oil. This will just make sure your little muffins come out nice and easily. All I'm going to do now is scoop the mixture into the muffin tin. I like to use a mini cookie scoop. It just makes it a bit easier to portion it out. But you can of course use a teaspoon or a tablespoon to do this as well. Continue to fill the 2 mini muffin trays with the mixture. There you have it. Here are your 2 trays of muffins ready for the oven. And these will take about 20 to 30 minutes to cook. It's been about 20 minutes and I can see the mini muffins on the top rack are cooked. They're nice and golden and are puffed up. I'm just going to move the muffins from the bottom rack up to the top. I just want that to go a little bit more golden. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, so I'm just going to pull these muffins out. They're looking really good. You'll know when these mini muffins are ready because they'll have a nice golden crust on the top, and underneath will be a little bit golden. These have been sitting out on the counter for about 5 minutes, so now's a good time just to pop them out. You don't want them completely cooling in the tray because all that residual steam will make it quite soft, which is not what you want. So I'll just pop these out. Sometimes a spoon can help just to get them out. Because we sprayed these with the oil, they're popping out really easily. Okay, so that's it, your mini zucchini muffins. Oops, one fell down, I guess that one's for me. If I open it up, you can see it's nice and soft, and because it's hot, I can actually see the gooiness of the cheese and the steam's just coming out. These are really good. Particularly fresh from the oven because the top's nice and crispy and then it's quite soft in the middle. Here are your mini zucchini muffins. I really hope you'll give these a go. Here are my top tips. Number 1, drain the zucchini and onion liquid as much as possible to avoid soggy muffins. Number 2, fill the muffin holes 3/4 full so you have enough mixture to make 48 mini muffins. And number 3, once these muffins come out of the oven, transfer to a cooling rack as soon as possible, but within 5 minutes. Thanks so much for watching. If you make this recipe, be sure to take a picture and tag me on Instagram because I love seeing your photos. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe because I've got lots of recipe ideas to share with you. Until next time, keep cooking.